What is up, everybody? You know what day it is. It's Sunday. And Sundays, Muay Thai. That's right, it is Muay Thai Sunday. Woo! Hope you had a good weekend. Looking forward to watching Thai Fight League. I thought they just went by Thai Fight before, but apparently it's Thai Fight League. Maybe it was always Thai Fight League. Either way, Thai Fight is on the docket for tonight. Was going to do RWS like we normally do, but RWS, their most recent event was almost 5 hours long. I don't know why. I didn't see if the card was especially packed out, or because generally it's only the 7 fights. Normally that's a normal normal RWS card. It's just the 7. But for some reason, it was almost 5 hours long. So, that's a little bit of a hefty investment on a Sunday night going into Monday morning here. So we're going to do Thai Fight, a lot more manageable. Still a good number of fights, though. Same number of fights, even. Just a lot more streamlined. So we're going to get our Muay Thai fix with Thai Fight League 109. And we're going to get started in just a couple minutes. How are you out there? Sam is here. Brother, Sam.
W.
Massive dubs. Appreciate you always, Sam. Bleeding Edge is also here. Appreciate you.
W.
Well. Hope you are doing well. Getting ready for some Muay Thai action. Yeah, hopefully it'll be good. We'll see how it goes. But I like to check in on Thai Fight every once in a while, you know? We got to do Patong as well at some point again. Thai Fight has a sick metal band and metal Muay Thai song. Yes, they do. I do remember that. Hell yeah. But yeah, we got to be on the lookout for other Muay Thai promotions. We have, as far as I know, and I know that Half Dead Frank recommended one in the past, and I got to go back and find what it was that he recommended. But the ones that I know about are RWS, Thai Fight, Pechindi, and Patong Fight Night. Those are like the 4 main ones that I have always bouncing around in my head to look for, and see what's on the docket for them. But I want more. I want all of them. You know how this goes. We want to watch every single promotion ever to exist on this channel. So if there are other Muay Thai promotions that you know about, it'd be cool if we could find some Muay Thai promotions that weren't in Thailand. You know what I mean? We've been talking about it in the United States. Maybe there are some from other places as well, But keep your eyes out for other Muay Thai promotions. And if we can find them and they're streaming on YouTube, we will watch them for Muay Thai Sundays. Speaking of which, of course, as always, if you want to watch along with me, the link to this event is in the description in this live stream. You click that, go to the very, very beginning, 000 on the timer. And, of course, we're going to get started in a little bit. You should see the Thai Fight logo. Or the banner. Wes is here. What up, Westinian? How are you, sir? Hello, Yamachat. I told y'all last Sunday that this time next week I would be a champion. I'm merely the first in a line of losers, second place. That's not the right way to look at it, brother. You came very close. And many champions to become champions had to take those kinds of defeats, and they persevered. There's this perception that if you don't win at the, whatever you're trying to do, that you're automatically a loser forever. First of all, you're not a loser because you tried. That in and of itself, 99% of human beings will not take the effort to actually do the thing that they want to achieve. So off rip, already a winner for that. Secondly, I think Khabib and John Jones, the only 2 that you can think of that never took losses, right? So you know what that means? That means literally every other champion in the history of the UFC has had to lose in order to win. And that being said, you take the loss, you learn from the loss, you lose gracefully, you improve, you come back better, and you win next time. So do exactly that. Take the loss like a man, internalize and learn from it. Find out the things that you could do better next time, hopefully, if it's something that you can improve upon, because I know that you're talking about bowling, which I don't know how you improve at bowling, really, aside from just doing it a whole bunch. and you come back next time and then you get that gold. And really what I think you'll find out is that taking the losses and then getting the win later makes it even better. You appreciate it more. Hey, Baldy, who the fuck are you talking to, Lachlan? Bald by choice. What up, Lachlan?
W.
How are you, sir? We're going to get started in about 5 minutes. Wise words, buddy. I'm not beating myself up about it. Losing fair and square is all right by me. Yeah, exactly. That's another good point, right? You know, the other team did what they had to do, and that's the name of the game. Plus, it's the same thing with it, right? I mean, like, if the other team had, not been great or whatever, then what's the point of winning anyway? Like, so that you could be the best of, subpar competition? No honor in that. You know? You want to be the best because you are the best, not because the other team is not good enough to be of the caliber that you are. So now you know that they are, that they're of that caliber. So when you win, again, going to be even sweeter. Coming with a vengeance next league. Exactly, bro. Exactly. And the league after that, and the league after that, and however long it takes. Very true. I was thinking about that too. When, not if, when. Exactly. Yes. When we win next season, God, it's going to be that much better after losing by 2 this season. See, that's the other thing too. You barely lost. You barely lost. Off by 2 points. That's crazy. There's a game, I play a game called Minion Masters, and it's got like a HP bar basically. And there was a game that I had lost by 1 HP. I was like, God, that's wild. Haircut. Yep. True. Yep. We've shaved the sheep over here. If you like the long hair, don't worry. It'll be back in a couple weeks. Thinker looks so little without the fro. I know, true. It's like the top of the frame, just like extended. I can sit all the way up here now and not go past the top of the frame. Well, like I said, hair grows quickly over here, so it'll be back soon. Every time that I get the haircut, I'm always reminded of how my hairline is hanging on by a thread over here, hanging on for dear life. What the fuck is this up front? Golly. Every time they shave the clippers start going, and I'm just like, oh, yep, it's back. What the fuck is this? Jesus Christ, I'm getting old. But it is what it is. You work with what God gave you. I ain't going to Turkey. So we'll be back froed up in 5 to 6 weeks, I would think, maybe 7. And we're gonna get started with Thai Fight here in about 2 minutes. Get yourself queued up. Click the link. Get yourself ready. I'm ready. I'm looking forward to some fights. I'm looking forward to some rope wraps, baby. Old school. None of these gloved shenanigans. It'll be good. It'd be good to go over to Thai Fight for this one. And again, as I was just saying before, keep on the lookout for other Muay Thai promotions that we can do on the show, because I would really like to expand the repertoire here. And as much as I love RWS, there's a lot of other games in town, We dedicate one night a week to Muay Thai, and I want other organizations represented as well. Technically, Turkey just rearranges what God gave you. True, I guess that is true. They take it from one place and put it into another. I was thinking, though, that since I do have a pretty full head of hair aside from the hairline, like, I might be able to do something like that if I really wanted to, but I really just don't care enough. Because it would be like basically just filling in like a little bit of the sides and then just like this part right here that's a little bit thin. That's the problem, is that the hair, like, it's not even like it's a bad like hairline. It's that it's like just jagged and like it's kind of thinning a little bit on the sides. So it just like here is there, there's like a little problem area here. It's a little bit thin over here, and then it's starting to creep up on the sides. So it wouldn't be that much work to like fix it up, but again, do I care? Not particularly. I've also never had like women ever say anything about it. Maybe they talk about it behind my back or something, but it's never been a problem with women. So that's always the thing. That's always the thing I'm most concerned about. You know, I really don't care much about what men think. I don't really care much about what anybody thinks, but you know, I do still want to attract women at some point. So I was telling Bloomis yesterday. Bloomis was telling me, "Oh, it's time for a haircut, bro. You gotta bring that." Like, bro, I don't care what you or any other man thinks. Like, you know, it's really just about what the potential mates are going to think. All right, it is 10:10. Let's get this thing started. Nice, easy one for this evening. Hopefully, it'll be a fun one. Thai Fight League 109 about to get started, and I will give you a timer, of course. So get yourself clicked, get yourself ready, get yourself to 000 on the playhead. And we're going to start Thai Fight League 109 in 3, in 2, in 1. Muay Thai. There you go. And your timer. Whoa. Damn, coming out hot with the song. Ha, 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 ha. Jeez, these drums are going like 8,000 miles an hour. All right, we'll see how long it takes for them to actually flip over to feed. But since the event is only 2 hours long in real time, I think that the feed should be starting any second here. And again, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. Hope you had a good week and weekend. And if you didn't have a good week, this coming week, going to be a better week. How about that? Bro, this song is like, it's got sections. it keeps ramping up. It's like when you think that the song should be like breaking down, it just keeps going up, 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 up. Dun, 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 dun. You know, it's like well, come on, you gotta come back down at some point. Yeah, I would say the song is leading me into battle is absolutely correct. This would be good walkout music for somebody, you know? Oh, there. Okay. That was the end of the song, but I think it's just going to loop. Oh, it didn't loop. All right, here we go. We're seeing promo footage. Giannis Kasim. Oh, I guess we're going over the card here. Okay, this is the card to be. Oh, all right, and we just switched over to a different promo. I guess a different intro. Thai Fight, King of Muay Thai. Oh, and it is about to fucking go down right now. You hear the music starting. John Dong, how are you, sir? I feel like that would go over like Yuri walking out to a TikTok song. You think so? I think the crowd would be into it. Hell yeah, dude. My two favorite things in all of life, Muay Thai and nu metal. How do you think Amasov versus Orlabai would go? That'd be a great fight. That'd be a really great fight. I think that Orlabai could beat him. I think he could. Because he will still strike. Amasov. Have we ever have to see Amasov actually like throw down with his hands? I mean, I feel like Amasov has been like primarily grappling, right? Did he have to strike with Neil Magny? I'm trying to remember. His fights have been so quick, it's hard to remember all of the details of his fight style. I not his fight style, but like, you know, what he does in fights if he's had to actually take adversity on the feet because he goes to the ground a lot. But I don't know. I think Orlabai could win that fight. But it would be pretty competitive, I would think. I like that fight a lot, actually. Why the fuck Orlabai is fighting down right now is crazy to me. Orlabai versus who? What? Trey Waters? Why? This song fucking rips. And it's a song about Muay Thai too, which is awesome. It's not just a theme song that has nothing to do with the promotion. This is legitimately a banger song, and it's about Muay Thai. Shout out to Isuzu. Did we find out Isuzu stopped making cars in the United States? Or stopped like selling cars in the United States? I think we found that out, right? We're getting the intro now. It is dead silent. Oh, okay, they just had to fade in the. They had to fade the house audio in. PPVPSD. I don't know. I think he's talking about it being on pay-per-view, but that sounded kind of funny. All right. Flip the paper over on his agenda. Oh man, we're still mourning the death of the queen, huh? Maybe they do like a year of mourning for the queen. Fucking sick. The band is King of Muay Thai, and the song is Last Fight for Finish. Or okay, or vice versa. I would probably think it would be vice versa, but either way, still sick as fuck either way. I like that they're both fight related. Bow. Respect to the queen, of course. R.I.P. Queen. Man, they really make this guy do a lot of reading before this thing starts, huh? 5 sparkling trophies. When did she die? She died a while ago. It had to have been because we were already in mourning for the queen the first time we ever did Thai Fight, which I think was, I want to say like maybe like February or something like that. Like it was earlier this year, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember when like exactly when we started doing Muay Thai Sundays, but it was like, I believe it was this year. The memorials make me think it was like in the 90s. Maybe it is that long. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, actually, it's a good point. I mean, like, I don't know if maybe they just mourn forever. Mourn one queen until the next queen passes, and then, it changes over to the next one. I don't know. But yeah, because I mean, I remember, if you remember the first time we did Thai Fight, they were doing the outdoor venue, and they had the big shrines on either side, and people like had to run to one side and bow to the shrine, and then run to the other side and bow to the shrine. So I remembered it from that. But I want to say it was more recent than that though, because I remember seeing like Instagram posts about it, and just like I remember there being more um coverage. I don't know what you'd call it. Like more memorials were coming out on a regular basis about it. So I want to believe. I don't know. You know what? Hold on. Well, let's find out. There's a whole internet out there that can help us here. When did the Queen of Thailand die? Oh, okay. She died October 24th of 2025. So it was late last year. She was 93 years old. God bless. Lived a good long life. I hope that she was a fair and just ruler. Yeah. Yeah, I guess Thailand is like one of those, like constitutional monarchies or something along those lines. I don't know much about the Thai government actually. Maybe that's something we'll have to look into at some point in our continued cultural immersion into the great country of Thailand. I missed it because I was hammered and playing video games, but W. Quill and Sal killed for walking out to Dota. Oh yeah, he does have like a video game-ish walkout song, right? And W on an insane performance. Yeah, I can't wait to talk about Quillen's performance. The wrestling was fantastic. That guy has a Che Guevara tattoo on his back, by the way. He literally has the "I'm edgy" I'm liberal and edgy in 2002 shirt on his back. I feel like it's treated like honoring the ancestors could have been in the 1800s. Nah, yeah, it was late last year, but I guess it is just like a prolonged period of mourning, which perfect. That makes perfect sense. That tie fight shirt that one guy is wearing is fucking dope. I don't know if you caught that. Prisoner versus prisoner. What? These guys were both prisoners in different prisons. They were just saying. Three super fights, they're saying. They throw the term super fight around very loosely in Thailand, I will say that. Wait, what? Bank Thai. Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it looks like the card has changed a little bit here because Ollie is not on this card. Because yeah, Bank Thai is on the card, but his opponent has changed. Right? Because yeah, this is 109, and this is 109. Yeah, it looks like the card that's above my head has changed a little bit. You know how that goes. A little short notice switcheroos over here. But you know what doesn't change? The motherfucking rope wraps. Those do not change in Thai fight. Don't they have fighting programs to get out of prison via Muay Thai? Is that true? Is that a true thing? That's crazy. I hope that's not for every offense. Like, you'd be like a serial killer and you just have to fight your way out of jail. Do they have programs in Thailand prison where you can fight Muay Thai to get out? Period. Yes, in Thailand has real rehabilitation programs where inmates can compete in Muay Thai matches to help reduce their prison sentences and earn money. That's crazy. However, it does not work like a movie where a single win instantly sets you free. Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Sentence reductions. Yeah, so the inmates can shave time off their sentences through successful matches, acting as a reward system tied to the Thai Department of Corrections. That is fucking crazy. Inmates often fight external or foreign martial artists and professional competitors who enter the prison grounds to compete. So people come into jail to fight the prisoners. That's wild. So yes, of course it's not an instant get out of jail free card. It's instead victories contribute to official requests for sentence reductions or royal pardons over time. Wow. There's a whole group called Prison Fight. Dude, we need to see if Prison Fights fucking shows their fights on YouTube. I remember a Vice episode about it once where inmates were fighting non-inmates. There you go. Yeah. That's insane. I had never heard of that before. That's crazy. That's really awesome. All right, Ollie. There you go. Oh, nice kick to the body for Bang Tai. Is Bank Thai like the Thailand version of Bank of America? The Vice documentary goes over all of that, and it's an interesting watch. I'll try to find it and put it in the Discord. Yeah, please. I'll definitely watch that. Yeah, that sounds cool. I mean, I gotta hope though that they really are like considering the severity of the crimes with that. That was a nice elbow from Ali. Ali pulling up the shorts like Dustin. Look at him. He keeps doing it. Ali's got the Dustin Poirier style. Sees his opponent. You know what he says.
It's going to be bad, my nigga.
It's going to be bad, my Thai friend. Thai Fight Official, make sure you're subscribed. We are certainly subscribed. Kind of a slow fight to start off with. Are they playing Prodigy in the venue? Sounds like the Thai version of fucking Fat of the Land. Oh, never mind. Now it doesn't sound like that anymore. Of course, if you're just joining us, the link to the event that we're watching is in the description of this live stream. Go ahead and click that. This timestamp over here is correct. Have you ever heard of the Yakuza games? Yes. Yeah. I've never played any of them, but I've heard of them. Actually, I think we might have played one for a little while on back when me and Vitz King were doing gaming streams together. I think we might have played one of them for a little bit. It was like really, really story driven though, so we only played it for the one time. It was pretty fun if you're interested in like a really immersive story kind of deal. The first game I got for my PC is a Yakuza game. My first one, bro, I'm hooked. It's so good. Yeah, it's like you walk around a lot, right? You walk around, you fight people. It's like one of those, it's like kind of open worldy. If I'm remembering, I'm pretty sure it was that series. Maybe it was a different series that I'm thinking of, but I thought it was the Yakuza series. You play as a pirate that wakes up on the beach of a... Okay, well, that's very different then. Oh, knockdown for Ali. Big knockdown for Ali in round 2, starting it off. You wake up as a pirate that wakes up, or you play as a pirate that wakes up on a beach of a small Hawaii island with amnesia. You become a pirate king and fights and ship fight and stuff. Definitely very strong. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, maybe there are different versions of it. Yeah, because there's a lot of those games. True. Okay, cool. I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. I'm glad that you're enjoying your new PC, brother. Like I said, I knew that I knew you would instantly recognize that it is a night and day difference when you upgrade your PC, especially if it's been a while. I used to love that the PC that I had before this one, and I do, I will always love that system because it was a really great workhorse. But there is no denying that this is a completely different experience now. Ooh, he hit him with a back elbow. Counting it as a slip, but it looked like they connected. Oh, jeez, nice counter elbow from Bang Tai. Oh, another big one. Oh, they're going now. Ali getting angry. Oh, he goes down. Bang Tai down again. 2 knockdowns. Ali was looking pissed, dude. Walking around, fighting people, and doing side missions and stuff. Yeah, there's like 12 Yakuza games. True. Oh, all right. Oh, then they're counting it as a beanbag. All right. I guess no moss over here. Good deal. Beanbag in round 2.
Oh, that boy got a beanbag.
Ooh, that's a beanbag. We got a beanbag to start the card. Gotta love it. Oh, he was wobbly. Look at that. Yep, went down off the first one there. And then let's see the second one. Oh, that was a crazy shot that just landed. Just windmilled a shot right into his face. Bam! Jeez, sent a missile into his fucking nose. Yep. Had to wave it off. He was standing, but had to wave it off. Don't worry, folks. He'll get the help he needs. I'm coming from a launch day Xbox One, like 12 years old. So all the Xbox games or the Xbox Game Pass games, I couldn't even play like 80% of them. Now I can play anything I want with max graphics. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Good shit. That was the most docile stoppage. Yeah, it was a little bit weird because I mean he was standing, but I guess maybe he like kind of gave the silent signal, you know. He kind of whispered to the ref like, "Nah, dude, I don't want to do this anymore." Maybe that's why the ref looked disappointed. He's like, "Damn, for real, bro? Come on, Bang Thai. You got Thai in your name. This is Muay Thai. You're out here representing the brand. You don't even want to fight anymore." All right, dude, I'll wave it off, but I'm not happy about it. Oh yeah, Joseph Galbani. I remember him. I remember him from when we watched Thai Fight last time. I like that all these promotions have like guys that fight regularly, you know? You get to know your favorite fighters. Reminds me of like WWE. All right. Thai people in the crowd. Young women and older women sitting together. That's what's being highlighted right now. We've seen it twice now. Oh, young lady and young man in the crowd. Muay Thai boxing spirit shirts with flames. Oh, actually, I think it's a dragon. Lady with multicolored hair who is not Thai and lots of tattoos. Hello. Thai children and older lady. Or man? I think lady. Look at that happy little guy bouncing around over there. Bam Bam, what's up? I have arrived to represent Team Bald. Brother, I'm with you now. But almost. I'm closer to with you than against you. How about that? Give it a couple weeks. But yes, glad that we have bald representation in the chat. Appreciate that. I had some lovely biryani for dinner tonight. Very delicious. Bring back Dreadlock Thinker. It's been a long fucking time since Dreadlock Thinker was around. It's been a real long time. And, you know, the problem with the dreadlocks was that, like, honestly, I wouldn't even mind doing it again, but what it took to get the hair to dread in the first place was the most painful process I've ever endured in my life. I think I've told that story before. It was my buddy Fishy, my dude Fish from high school, me and him in his bedroom, and he was backcombing my hair, and then he would twist it. So, you know, you take a chunk of hair and you backcomb it down to the root, and then you would just twist it as tight as you can. And it worked like a goddamn charm. I certainly had dreads, but the process of making that happen, I don't think I have ever endured pain like that. The only other time I've ever been in pain that bad was when I was in the hospital. Biryani is randomly amongst my favorite foods on earth. Randomly. I mean, it's delicious. It should be. Some nice basmati jasmine rice. I had lamb biryani. Lamb, one of my favorite meats. So, delicious lamb biryani. Had that. Had some vegetable samosas. And a little bit of paratha as well. Lovely Indian dinner. Went from India to Thailand real quick this evening. Hey, it's Aaron. Oh yeah, and Chayakrit. Chayakrit Amlid, who we know from RWS. Hell yeah. Again, I must shout out the sponsor, Isuzu. I appreciate Isuzu giving some shine to Muay Thai. So yes, Naveed is fighting next. And it's supposed to be against Petcsinga, but as I said, a couple of these fights seems like they've changed up a little bit here. Oh, okay, it is. This fight is the same. Good deal. Dude, the Instagram blow up in 24 hours for us was banana after posting DS perfect. Nice. Congratulations. That's awesome. How many new followers did you get? This card on Saturday is so shit. The UFC card? Brother, we were just talking about how everybody was dogging on Vegas 120, and it turned out to be an amazingly good card. The card that we just watched last Saturday, yesterday that is, turned out to be awesome. So I really wish that everybody would just fucking go into these cards like waiting for good fights and hope that the fights are good. Everybody gets all down on the fights like on paper. If they are not good on paper, they sometimes turn out to be some of the best cards of the year. 2 perfects in 3 weeks for us is insane, and we've gained literally almost 4K in that time. Damn, bro. Congratulations, dude. That's awesome, man. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Well, you guys deserve it. You do good work over there. Very impressive that you went perfect twice. So how the fuck did DS predict that Jose Montana was going to beat Louis Sutherland? How did he predict that? What was his rationale for picking that guy? The 41-year-old guy. Oh, headbutt. Bro, looks like he's gnawing his face. What the fuck? Yeah, Naveed's like, yo, what the fuck was that? Petcsinga over here getting wild. How did you both do it? What was the rationale? I must know. Oh, nice low kick for Petcsinga after he stopped biting his opponent's face. Another low kick, hell yeah. I don't know if I said this in Discord, but we pulled the guy that was picking on our special needs guy aside before the match and very nicely said, be very nice to him tonight. Good deal, brother. I'm glad that you said something. And he was super nice to him, not one mean word, constantly kept telling him good shot or cracking jokes and all that. He gave our guy a big hug right after the match ended, told him great job. Good deal. Yeah, sometimes people just need to be set on the right path. You know? He probably didn't know how much of an asshole he was being. And if that's the case, then, you know, you got to give people that little bit of leeway to adjust their behavior. So I'm glad that you did that. You missed on the ladies. Oh, knockdown. Nice. Naveed saying, no, it wasn't a knockdown. Bro, you went down. Stop it, Naveed. You went down. You have an AK-47 tattooed on your neck. You got to stay on your feet. You picked Gigi and Ravina? Oh, dude, anybody who picked Ravina deserved to lose that one. I'm not trying to dog on you, but Ravina is just, she is not UFC caliber. Louis sucks? Yeah, Ravina sucks too. Bro, fucking Petcsinga fights dirty, bro. This dude Petcsinga just fucking straight up punched him in the back of the head. Oh, big elbow. Yeah, it's going to be over. Naveed is getting worked over by this dirtball Petcsinga. Gigi, I'll give you a little bit of credit for because Gigi did look good on the Contender Series for a little minute. Not on Contender Series, on Tough. Gigi is all bark, no bite. Yeah, they call him that beanbag? Or was that the end of the round? Hold on a second. What is happening right now? They called the doctor in. Oh, okay. So yeah, I guess that was the end of it. They called it. It's kind of anticlimactic finishes in this Thai fight card we're watching here, but a beanbag is a beanbag.
Oh, that boy got a beanbag.
Ooh, that's a beanbag.
Sit that man on the Thai fight beanbag. When the Ali announced his MVP award that I got him, the guy from last week was saying, "Wow, Jeff, that's awesome. I've never gotten an MVP award before. I don't think anybody in this alley has." Nice, dude. That's really cool that you did that. That was a very, very cool thing of you to do. And dude, our guy loved the award. he was walking around the whole bowling alley showing it off and saying, "I'll remember this forever." Oh, man. What a heartwarming story. See, so that's what I'm saying, bro. Wes, you may not have won in the bowling, but you won. You know what I mean? Everything that you're just telling me right here, right now, all of that, that's the win. You won as a man. You know? And to me, that speaks louder than a bowling trophy, personally. I think that you know, that's the measure of a man. What makes a man, Mr. Lebowski? But that's, I mean, literally, you know, it's really like, that's how I look at it. Like, I mean, you know, yeah, would it have been nice to win the trophy in the bowling? Sure. But you touched the heart of a person who, you know, has it a little bit less than ideally in life, you know, and that, I think that's a very special thing. So good job, dude. Really. I think that's tremendous. I only picked Ravina because I thought Juliana sucks. So you can see where my head was. No, but see, Juliana doesn't suck though. This is the thing. I think that everybody has like gotten this impression of Juliana as sucking when it's not that she sucks. She's a hood rat. So you have to realize that like she will fight like she is trying to, like she will fight like she's on World Star Hip Hop. That is Juliana Miller. She doesn't fight MMA. She fights whoop your ass. And if she's fighting against a lesser opponent, whoop your ass will do that. The bowling alley actually got him an MVP trophy, makes a shitty night feel much, much better. There you go. Exactly. And yes, that was indeed a beanbag after he fucking soccer kicked him in the stomach on the ground. Yeah, Pet Singa was really not making himself look great, but he got the win nevertheless. We're still getting a plaque with my name on it next week. Gonna say second, but that's all right. It'll go next to the first place plaque someday. Yes. That is absolutely true. Eye on the prize always. Miller's base is Catch Me Outside. Exactly. Catch Me Outside. How about that? If Juliana Miller ever starts rapping, please let me know. Because that is an album I need to hear. I thought Juliana was so bad on Tough. Yeah, you know, she also has an attitude. She is a hood rack. Give me a project chick. Give me a hood rack trick. One that don't give a fuck. And's name is Juliana Miller. I legitimately disliked her. Yeah, but again, that has nothing to do with anything. Then I met her and she was the nicest person ever. I felt awful. But that's the thing, bro. You weren't trying to be in a relationship with her. This is the thing. So on Tough, she has to be a bitch because the other girls in the house are there and women together are going to be catty. So you knew that was going to be the case. When you met her, it was not in a romantic context. So she had no reason to throw a lamp at your head. Juliana Miller, her base is throw lamp when she's angry. I many such cases, bro. I've seen it before personally. It's not that she sucks. She's a hood rat. She fights like it's World Star Hip Hop. Exactly. Where's Carlos when you need? Oh man. I don't know. Send him the timestamp. We got to get people collecting timestamps for Carlos, but I don't know. Carlos kind of clips whatever he wants. Whatever happened to the Catch Me Outside girl? She was around for a minute and then she was rapping for a little minute. Rapping. She was trying to do some kind of music shit. And then I think she did like the OnlyFans thing and now I don't know. She was just like bouncing around online, you know, she'd show up and fucking, you know, like she was like an Instagram influencer or some shit. But apparently she made a lot of money. I don't know how. I don't know how you parlay that catchphrase into a lot of money, but I guess the Hawk Tua girl also could have been that had she not fucking fleeced everybody with her crypto scheme. What? No, Wes. If that's not a nice thing to meme about, dude. Is that true that she actually is like sick? Now I want biryani and an order of butter chicken. Go for it, brother. Shit, it's only 9:45. There's still a place open by you, I'm sure, right? Is it 9:45 or 8:45? I always forget if Chicago's 2 hours or 1 hour back. She's got Cheeto fingers for sure. Cheeto fingers, goddamn. That's fucking great. It's a man who knows his hood. The clips have been fire? Yes. No, shout out to Carlos. He's been doing a great job with the clips. I appreciate that. Thank you for liking those. Thank you for sharing those and doing all the social media stuff. And make sure to follow on TikTok as well. TikTok's been doing really good so far. We're over 300 likes now, which is pretty good. Hey bro, that song White Jays, White Bitch, White Horse, it ain't bad. There you go. She's so fine. Yeah, you know, she's, I don't know. She's a child. I mean, like I can only think of her as a child really, but I mean, she's legal now, I guess, so I guess it's okay. Just know if I ever get 1 million followers on anything, I'm fleecing via crypto scam. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I'll make sure to buy low and sell even lower. You're not, oh, you see, damn. What, like, I mean, how did that she's a young girl. How, like, she just randomly ended up getting cancer? That's horrible. She's like 1 month younger than me, and she's true. Okay, fair enough. Bro, people your age are still kids to me now, man. I'm an old man, brother. People in their 20s all look like children to me. Can't fault 10-7's thinking, gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, that's certainly what Logan Paul did. Bam coin to the moon. Let's go, brother. Hodl. I'll be out here shilling for you, bro. Cut me in for like 3%. I'm with it. I will be on the I'll be out here hawking it all over the place, bro. I'm already shouting out 10-7 all the time. I'll be shouting out the coin. Guys, you got to listen to me when I tell you about the hottest crypto coin. It's not a scheme, it's a coin. Had to catch myself. The hottest crypto coin on the market right now. It's nowhere but up. Hotter than Trump coin, hotter than Haktua coin, hotter than Dink Doink. Hotter than Dink Doink. That's a real thing. Apparently in November 2024, she found out she had some kind of blood cancer. Oh, Jesus, that's terrible. Well, at least she's got the money to take care of it, I guess. Yelling about Bamcoin, the new series is about to be fired. Bro, 3%. 3%. That's going to be pennies compared to the amount you're going to make. Cut your boy in for 3%. I will host the show. Welcome everybody to learning about Bamcoin. Oh, I got to be like in carries yelling about Bamcoin. Motherfucker, welcome to the fucking Bamcoin show, bitch. Buy Bamcoin. I'll be selling it myself. Suck my balls and buy things from me. There you go. It'll be Bamcoin I'm talking about. Respect it, bro. The amount of guys at work in blue collar that talk about super young girls makes me sick. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. I remember that from my live entertainment days. It always made me very uncomfortable. I think I'm also lucky that I've never really been into younger women, period. Like, not, obviously not that young, but like even like 20s and that kind of thing. Like I've always been more into older women. So I'm lucky in that regard, thankfully. Because I mean, like now, you know, it's not only like, even if it's legal, obviously if it's underage, that's, you know, its own terrible thing. But even like legal age at this point, there's like this whole meta now that like guys of a certain age are not supposed to date younger people or any guys or women, right? Like the age gap has to be small now. You know, so it's like not only do I feel weird being older anyway, but now I also have to worry about social stigma of people saying, "Oh man, you can't believe there's like a 12-year age gap." Oh, it's oof. Damn. Oh, that's going to be over. He hit him with the high knee. Oh, is he going to be able to come back from this? Yo. Yeah, Kaya said, all right. Damn, fight's still on. That's crazy. Bro just got dropped with a high knee and is somehow still in this fight. Yeah, clinch up, brother. Oof. Oh, holy shit. Bro, did you see that? Yeah, that is a fucking beanbag right there. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that boy got a beanbag.
Ooh, that's a beanbag.
Bro, did you see him catch him with the kick on the way down? Oh my God. Please show me the replay on that. Holy shit. He caught him, I think, with an elbow to start. And then as he was going down, he kicked him fucking soccer kick to the face. That is wild. Oh my God. Half Dead Frank, you're here just in time. Get yourself the clip. Oh my, Jesus Christ. Please tell me that you were watching this, people. Bam. Talk about insult to injury. Jesus fucking Christ. Bro was on the way down and then got kicked in the face. Oh, that is so bad. Yes, massive dubs for Frank.
W.
Holy shit, that was a crazy beanbag there. Yeah, Kyasit. That is wild. Shout out to Kyasit. Yeah, it's legal, but if you're 50 and worried about if a girl is 18 or not, you have major issues. Yes, exactly. Absolutely. Yeah. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm on the apps, right? I mean, if I see a girl under 28, I'm already like, I don't know, man. You know, that big of a gap's going to be an issue. I'm 24 and couldn't imagine having a conversation with an 18-year-old. That's the other thing too. It's like, I mean, obviously you know why they're interested in that, but like, I like to actually like interact with the woman that I'm with. I like to converse and be interested in the things that she has to say. No young person ever says interesting things. Ever. You ever try to talk to a fucking young person? They have nothing interesting to say, I swear. They'll say things. They will have things to say. None of it is interesting. I literally cannot even hold a conversation with a girl under 28 or 29. See, Dino Bam Bam knows exactly what I'm talking about. Such an awkward disconnect, and I like to consider myself somewhat still with the shits. Yeah, I mean, same. And look, I have been in environments where I am the oldest person there, and I can certainly still like not stand out like a sore thumb. You know what I mean? Like I can like blend, but like you try to initiate a conversation and it's like you're on a different planet. The Nina Girachi concert was a very eye-opening experience for that reason. Hey, they're doing the Gundam style. Shout out to Sai, still popular in Thailand. Also, banger song forever, by the way. Zero irony when I say that I love Gangnam Style. Yes, Frank, women. Have you heard of them? Possible drop. You remember that old commercial? Oh, you almost had it. You got to be quicker than that. Yeah, true. Whenever a fighter hurts a guy badly but doesn't get a finish. Yes, I do remember. Actually, that's funny that you say that. I think I almost pulled that at one point. The dude with the dollar bill on the string. Damn, you must have been like fucking like 8 when that commercial was out, bro. That's an old commercial now. I think it was for like Allstate or something. Yeah, Bleeding Edge. That was a crazy finish. Speaking of concerts, I'm going to Kanye at Soldier Field soon. Yeah, my sister went to see Kanye. Oh, no, she didn't go to see Kanye. She went to see Jay-Z in New York. Yeah, Kanye, I guess was here recently too. or is on the way here, I guess. Um, cool, man. Enjoy the show if you're gonna go. Tickets are probably like $9,000. Kind of hard for me to fuck with Kanye after everything that he's said and done, but I still do acknowledge that his music is amazing. And I know that he has recanted a lot of his statements, and that's all well and good, but you go a little bit too far down the rabbit hole, and it's like, bro, it's hard to come back from that, you know? He said and did a couple of pretty abhorrent things. 500 each? Jesus Christ, dude. You're that big a fan? If I was spending $500 on a ticket, I would be getting cage side seats to the MMA show of my choice. $500 could get you cage side for 2 PFL events. Yeah, I would not be spending $500 for Kanye personally. What show would I spend $500 for? I probably not 500 though. Yeah, I'm like cuz like I would have spent significantly more money than I would normally spend on a concert for the tour that did not come to Florida recently that fucking crushes my soul. Carpenter Brute and Desire toured together. That's a dream show for your boy. I would have been in heaven seeing that show. I'm a huge fan of Desire, and I love Carpenter Brute. And the closest that they came to Florida, I think, was Atlanta. I never once mentioned getting them. She just did it. I miss the old Kanye. Yeah, bro, fucking tell me about it. I miss the old Kanye. I ain't the new Kanye. Shut up. Well, I mean, I guess your girl's a big fan then. I mean, I hope one of you is a fucking big fan. It's $1,000. Jesus Christ. But either way, enjoy the show. How are the seats? I think it's one of those shows that he's like on a platform and it like moves around and shit. So you'll probably be able to get a good view anywhere. But yeah, Carpenter Brute and Desire would have been a show that I would have paid a good amount of money for. Trying to think of any other show that I'd pay like crazy money for nowadays. I've seen most of the bands that like I love, so most of the bands that I really fuck with too are not like shows that I'd have to pay that much for. I mean, technically, I guess I did pay over like a couple $100 to go see the Go Team. That's one of my all-time favorite bands. I had to fly to New York to go see that show. 200 level club seating, whatever the fuck that means. Okay. Maybe you're in a little box. That'll be cool. Well, good deal, man. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's a fun time. Is it just him? Does he have opening acts? I'm trying to think. I really can't think of a show that I'd pay like a massive amount of money for at this point. And I mean, I go to shows all the time. I love going to concerts. I mean, I think I think I paid about $100 for Nina Girachi, but that's because I had to get a ticket after, like on resale. That was worth it though. Nina Girachi is fucking amazing. I love her so much. I gotta sit down and actually just do the review of her album on my second channel at some point. I've been meaning to do it for fucking months now, but I really want to. If you have not heard I Love My Computer by Nina Girachi, I highly recommend listening to it. It's one of the best albums of the last decade. I save my money now for UFC 1, 2, 3 times a year. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm on the fence about going out to PFL. I mean, tickets start at $25 for PFL. And I'm like, do I want to spend $25? But no, I probably will end up going. Money is like really, really tight right now, so I'm gonna have to find out about that. But I might end up doing it. It is Cyborg's retirement fight. I would like to see that. It's Thai fight. Is Thai Fight League like GFL? They have teams with collective point scores. I think so. Yeah, I think so. Because it's like the 109 in the title of the event, I believe, is week 109. So I think that they're doing like round systems. And I guess it's like weight classes. But it's a little bit hard to follow, of course, because everything is in Thai. So that's why you have to get involved with BAM Coin, the 100% legit, not scam coin. Brother, I'm all in. I'm all in with 3% on the back end. To the moon, baby. I mean, it's just as easy as that. Remember when CoffeeZilla scammed Dylan Dennis? With Dylan Dennis thinking that he was scamming his fans? That's you and me, bro. CoffeeZilla legitimately fucking outed Dylan Dennis as a scammer, which is really funny to me. I feel like nobody in the combat sports space really covered that when CoffeeZilla did that. Blood palm turns to diamond hands. Fuck yeah, dude. That's the symbol. It's the blood palm, you know, the palm with the cut in it, and it's just got a diamond over the cut, and the blood's coming from behind it. And the theme song, Diamonds Are Forever by Kanye West, of course. His best song. Or Diamonds of Sierra Leone, of course. I know the actual title, thank you. I used to have it on vinyl. Damn, I miss that. I miss my vinyl collection so much. There was a girl that I was talking to on one of the apps, and her little prompt said, "Show me your vinyl collection." And I just replied with a bunch of crying emojis because I miss my vinyl so much. I used to have like 400, it was like between 400 and 600 pieces of vinyl. Just to get by, another good song. Yeah. Oh, I mean, Kanye has some amazing songs, man. I mean, come on, dude. Power. Like, Power is one of the greatest songs ever. That's like, Power is like legitimately one of the all-time best songs ever made. Oh, hey. Like you just hear that opening and then you're just like, it's like it makes you get like the goosebumps, you know, the hair stands up on end. I'll never forget. This is actually kind of a fun story. Me and my best friend, when the first time that we ever did stand up, for some reason he was wanting to do stand up too, but he knew that I was going to go do stand up. We drove all the way out to Tampa to do it. And on the way, when we were approaching the club, Power came on the playlist. And so it was like, it really felt like we were like it was like a walkout almost. Like we were driving up, we could see the club in the distance and Power started playing and it was like a movie. And of course, we both crushed it actually. He was pretty good. Shout out to Joe Romeo, my brother always. Bound 2, but the Seth Rogen one, Bound 2 sucks. All of the Lights is a good one. Other good Kanye songs. I mean, Through the Wire. That's a great one. I mean, no lie. The HH song is actually kind of a bop too. Like, I hate it. I hate that it's so good, but it's not bad. That's why I felt bad for all of those right-wing influencers when they had them play it in the club and they all got filmed and stuff. And they were all embarrassed about it. I'm like, bro, it's kind of a banger song. I mean, I can understand. I can understand wanting to listen to it. All right. Kanansuek versus Patakek. Patakek. Flashing Lights, that's not bad. Fucking Graduation. Great song. was a good morning. Ooh. Wait till I get my money right. Can't tell me nothing. Loved that song when it came out. Ooh, nice body kick. Yeah, nice return too. Bro, Patakek trying to keep distance. He don't want to get touched. You were a big fan of 808s. 808s wasn't as bad as people wanted to make it out to be. I thought it actually had a lot of heart because it was, like his breakup album, Heartless. Great song. But yeah, I mean, I thought that like there was a lot of like actual soul to that record, without having like a lot of soul samples, or as many at least. But like, I didn't hate that album. Ooh, ooh. Patakek keeps trying to do these like long range side kicks. I don't think they're doing much. There you go. I think Kanan Suek about to win this fight. Oh, nice high kick for Patakek though. Oh, big body kick. Kanan Suk. Kanan Suk being very, very grounded here. Oof. Purple Haze by Cameron, underrated. Oh, well, now you're speaking my language, sir. Now you're speaking my language. I don't know if Vitz King has ever been around since you've been around, Bam Bam, but you want to talk about some Dipset. Myself and the Vitz King. Yeah, that's actually how we became friends. was bonding over Dipset. We were working at the same venue, and anytime that I'm at work, or especially at that job at least, I don't talk much to people. I'm not out trying to make friends. And so, I was like not super friendly to him at first. And then we were both out by the smoking area back when we both were smoking. And I forget how it came up, but we got on the topic of music, and he found out that I like hip hop. And he was like, "Oh, what do you think about the Dipset?" And I was like, "Oh shit, you might actually be really cool." It turned out he was. We've been friends for 20 years. Shout out to the Vitz King, man. But yes, Purple Haze is a great album. Take me, come home with me. That's the Cameron album for sure. Diplomatic Immunity 2 is my favorite Dipset record of all time. And Joel Santana, the whole catalog. You were a Cam guy? Hell yeah, dude. I was into the whole set. I actually think the most underrated member of the Dipset is Hell Rel. Hell Rel does not get nearly enough respect because that dude actually had some legitimate bars and his voice was cool. I always really liked Hell Rel. I thought he was one of the best. But for some reason he never got the shine he deserved. And then there's that video that came out not too long ago. Maybe long ago now, maybe like 5, 6, 7 years ago, something like that. But that video of him just getting jumped in public, and I was like, oh man, that sucks. Juelz was goated though? Yeah, hell yeah. The Dipset tier list to me has to be, personally at least, I would go Hellrel, Juelz, Cam, Jim Jones, J.R. Ryder after that, and then, whoever else. Freaky Zeke. I'm NYG like Jeremy Shockey. Hell yeah. Absolutely. Listening to gangster music. All right, round 2 of this fight is underway here. No timer on the screen, by the way. You never know how long these rounds are. Kind of a cool idea to not have the timer on the screen, you know? Cool for like the audience too. It's like you never know when the round's going to end. Fight until we tell you to stop. Another nice body kick there. Oh, nice body shots back from Patakek. They're putting good power on their shots, but it doesn't feel like anybody's like really committing to anything sustained. Oh, almost got a drop. And they're just like winging shots to the midsection over here. Yeah, there's another one. All right, there's the break. Break them up. Hold up. Dipset on Rhapsody in the Basement. I'll still listen to that once every few months. Yeah, one of the best basement freestyles for sure. Shout out to Big Tigger before all of the nastiness happened with him, which I don't even really fully remember all of that. I just remember he got in trouble for something. Yeah, that was a great one, though. It was always kind of funny, though, because really the basement was often like, you know, I come from actual off the dome freestyling, but the basement freestyles were often just a venue that rappers would debut verses on. So it was always funny to me because you'd hear the basement freestyle, quote unquote, and then you would just hear the verse on the record later, you know? It's the first round 3 that we're getting of Thai fight. That's why I've never appreciated written verses being called freestyles, because they're not freestyles. Off the dome is freestyle. A written verse is just a, I don't know what you, a one off is what I would call it. But that is also why the Thinker St. James What's Poppin' track is labeled as a freestyle. The label did that, not me. That was not my choice. It was the label's choice. And then the label folded. Technically, that was the only release from the label. This is my one-off freestyle. Freestyle. That's always been an issue with freestyle. Sometimes you're like, oh, he's actually going off the top. Yeah, that's annoying to me because that was what it always was like for me growing up, and like that's what I'm really most impressed by is people going off the top. I mean, it's awesome to be able to rap good, but like if it's written, then you're just a good rapper. That's like its own thing. Freestyle is its own thing too. You know, I think it's a disrespect to Juice and to Super Nat, you know? The old school legends of freestyle. The Freestyle Fellowship, you know? All right, round 3. Somebody knock somebody out in this round, please. All right. Now they're actually starting to go for it, but they're going for it in the clinch. A lot of knees in the clinch. Oh, another nice body kick. All right, yeah, they're going for it now. Should have had this intensity in round 1. Could have been done with this fight. Oof, jeez. Kanansuk with those crazy kicks to the body. Can't believe that Pataki has not been folded by any of these. What up, monkey? All right, Thinker, I'm out of here for the night. Have bun, broski. I will have bun. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, Bam Bam. You have a great night as well. Congratulations on all the new followers. And I will catch up with you soon, my guy. We'll see what the deal is for the next free for all. We'll see if we can get you guys back on. I think we might have Sarah Toby on first, but we'll see. We'll get that worked out. We'll get you guys back on the show. They're just winging these kicks to the body. It's like somebody put the mustard on it. Hell yeah. Now it's just you and me. I mean, there's other people here, I think, but either way, appreciate you, brother. We're about halfway through. Actually, I think we're at the literal halfway point of the Thai fight card. Went to the bathroom and was catching up on your reply to my comments. Yeah, I was super young when that commercial was around. Must have been 5 or 10, somewhere between 5 and 10. But I remember, oh, you almost had it. Gotta be quicker than that. Yeah, Allstate, exactly. Drinking away my sorrows, losing the championship 2 weeks in a row. Bittersweet. Well, all right. Fair enough. Don't get too drunk. Tomorrow is Monday. Sweat on the camera. Sweat on the camera. Someone wipe that camera down. Nice knees. Kanansuek. Yeah, Kanansuk definitely getting the win, but our first decision. Our first decision of the evening here as we cross the halfway point of the Thai fight card. And even though Monkey thinks it's just the two of us, I see that there are more people here. So thank you all for being here. Hope you're having a great Sunday night. So annoying to shake the same team's hand 2 weeks in a row and say congratulations on first place. Great guys, though. Nah, dude, again, you really should not be too down on yourself about this. All right, Kanan Suk did win the fight. But why did you have two championships in a row? I was actually wondering that. I was like, didn't you just have the championships? Why were there two? No stairway, indeed. Yeah, that is a no stairway moment.
No stairway. Denied.
Yeah, but don't worry, brother. You will get your stairway. Justin Bieber being played in the venue. And that guy has dropped off the face of the earth, man. Congratulations to him. You know, got his money and now lives in the shadows, apparently. He got his money and he vacated public life. Last Sunday was supposed to be the final week that counted, and we were up 2 games, and we bowled the second place team. There's 4 games, and they won 2, and we lost 2, so we tied. Oh, got you. Okay. CTE, hello, sir. Darren Elkins' retirement fight felt like when they shoot blanks at bears released from rehab so they feel scared of humans and don't come back. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I that's an interesting comparison and a very specific one, but you're not wrong. Hurts my heart. But at least that bear knew that he was not coming back. He was already committed to not coming back, so thank God for that at least. The bowling alley manager texted everybody on both teams Friday afternoon and said there cannot be a tie because of prize money, so there would be a one-game roll-off tonight. Got you. To decide the tie, right? Yeah, and two pins. Crazy. Just shows the level of talent on both teams, really. How many perfect frames does that have to be between the two teams? How many perfect frames? Get out and stay out ass retirement. Yeah, I mean, brother, you know, he was a guy that probably should have already been retired for sure, or just gone, you know, fighting on the regionals or whatever. But he had a specific thing that he wanted. He wanted to retire by laying down his gloves in the cage. He got to do that. I think it worked out how it was supposed to work out in the big picture, unfortunately. This is how this sport operates. You know, all of your favorite fighters will have similar experiences, sadly. You know, unless they decide to retire earlier than that. Sport moves quickly. Felt like the guys are too tough, old man, stay out type of matchmaking. But this is not unusual though. I mean, that's normal for the sport, you know? I mean, it's very rare. It's very rare that they give them like set up matches in their retirements, unless they are like a very specific type of fighter that has a specific relationship with the organization, you know? I forgot who said it, but I think it might have been CTE, was saying, you know, it wasn't like the Robbie Lawler retirement. You know what I mean? Like he got a setup fight. Rare. Cub Swanson, he got a setup fight, even though it didn't seem like it was going to be a setup fight. I don't know how the fuck it turned out to be a setup fight, really. I mean, fucking Nate the Train looked terrible in that fight. So maybe somebody in the back was like, hey, Nate the Train, maybe you should look terrible in this fight. I don't know what you mean by perfect frames. I just mean like strikes. I don't know bowling, bro. There's 4 people on each team, and my team had a combined score of 7-10, and they had 7-12. But yeah, how many strikes is it? Shorter card this week. I felt like going over the card from last or from the fight yesterday. For the card yesterday, it was a shorter card too. There were only 12 fights on that one. I have a 200 average and choked a little, missed my average by 12, but the rest of my team did okay. They hit their averages. True. Oh, for RWS? Yeah, I mean, we talking about the card today? I mean, this is another 7 fighter, but are you talking about the one for the upcoming RWS? Because, yeah, RWS for some reason was a 5-hour event. That is why we're doing Thai Fight tonight. Thai Fight is a much more manageable stream for a Sunday night when your boy is tired. I had maybe 6 strikes that game and had the highest score with 188. Okay, gotcha. Is this sponsored by the Department of Corrections? Let's fucking go. This must have been the fight that they were talking about. The prisoner fight. The inmate. Let's go. This dude is legitimately an inmate. This is so wild, dude. This dude is a legitimate inmate. Crazy that he's not being walked out by armed guards or something. He gets a robe and everything. Black chives matter. Oh, great topical reference there, sir. How do they know he's not just going to bolt out of the venue? How do they know that he's not going to escape? I knew that this would happen, though. Told everybody because only one game this week out of the 3 counted. I knew win or lose, I would bowl way better the second and third game because there's no pressure. Gotcha. 188 first game, 265 the second night, and losing, or the second right after losing the championship. Damn. So yeah, is Petmon Cole is the inmate. Yeah, Petmon Cole versus Petmon Corn. Petmon Cole versus Petmon Corn. Oh no, Petmon Corn is the inmate. Petmon Corn, the inmate. Inmate versus non-inmate. This is fucking wild, dude. Do we know what his crime was? They need to tell us about his crime. Detail his crime. He's 2-2. You definitely only get to fight in a place like this for excellent behavior. Well, yeah, we were talking about that, that they have like a system of fighting your way to reduce your sentence. So I mean, it must not be like a crazy, terrible crime, I suppose. It's all good, Wes. Process your grief and you'll come back stronger on the other side. All right. Petmon Corn, the inmate. Oh, actually, I think both of them are inmates. I think that's what they were saying. I think it's inmate versus inmate. Petmon Corn versus Petmon Cole. They're from separate prisons. Do they not put their gloves on till literally right before the fight? Brother, their gloves are no gloves. This is rope wraps, baby. This is old school Thai fighting here. But no, for the inmates probably have to have their hands wrapped early because they have to keep them shackled. You've never seen this before? Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, no. This is like real deal, old school Muay Thai here, bro. Hand wraps, rope wraps. Nothing else. Closest you're going to get to bare knuckle in Muay Thai. This is where it all started right here. If you look close, you can see the ropes. See? You see how you got the cross, like, yeah, you can, there you go, even better shot of it. The dude who's got his hands pursed. Legit rope wraps, bro. Oh, yeah, and I always forget, Thai Fight has its own hotel, by the way. Rope wraps and reduced sentences. That should be the name of the album from the band that did the song. Yeah, the rope wraps are sick. So are the fightings. All right, fight is underway. Round 1 between these two inmates. We are legitimately watching outlaw Muay Thai. We are watching incarceration Muay Thai. Fight like your life depends on it. Fight like your freedom depends on it. Makes elbows and clinching better? Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, there's a nice elbow, speaking of. Whoop. Little slip for Petmancorn. Oh, Petmancole. Some nice elbows. He is going all elbows. I like it. These some UFC 4 Mortal Kombat reps? Fuck yeah, dude. That's probably where they got it. That's cool that they included it in the game, honestly. Oh, caught the kick. They're just so quick to go into the clinch. Oh, there's the takedown. Bro, is clinching him on the way up. Bro, let go. Just pretend you're still in the jail. Pretend that he was trying to steal your cornbread. Pretend he's got a shiv in his shorts. These guys are real quick to clinch. This Yakuza game came out in 2025, and they use so much modern day verbiage that it angers me. Cap, bussin', and cooked? What? For a game where you're a pirate? We don't need the most modern slang in games. It's a little bit corny, I think. Yeah, you're playing as a Japanese pirate. Why is he talking about things that are bussin' and he's cooked? Oh yeah, that's kind of wild. You think they get cornbread in Japanese Thai jail? Probably not. Probably not. But I don't know what they do serve, and all I have is American frame of reference. You see the Ryzen card tomorrow night? Pretty stacked. Yeah, we were talking about the Ryzen card. I would love to watch Ryzen, but we have the podcast, and it's a school night, so sadly not going to be able to do the Ryzen card, but I hope everybody does enjoy it, and maybe Patchy Mix will actually get a win. Trust me, I would like to. I would definitely like to, but I can't be. I mean, the thing starts at like fucking like 1 a.m. It's probably not going to be done until like 5 a.m. I got to work a full day after that. Nah. And we've got Contender Series that night too, so yeah, I'm definitely not doing Ryzen. But I would love to. I really wish that I could. We will do Ryzen again soon. Ryzen again soon. Yeah, just talk normally. Exactly. I wish I could just talk normally. Patchy Mix will get no win. He will receive no points, and may God have mercy on his soul. You'll be showing up to the Contender stream drunk? True, dude. It's a celebration. Yeah, we will be partying for the Contender Series for sure. Of course, the child corner man is wearing a 6'7" shirt. I did see that. That's kind of funny. Amazing that 6'7" has gone international like that, you know? I wonder if the people overseas even know what it's about, you know? Like they might know that it's like a meme, but like do they know anything about like where the meme came from? Do they know the song? Patchy Mix going to UFC might have been the worst decision he could have ever made. Yeah, I mean, it's no. The worst choice that the worst decision he could have made was being a cocky fuck. That was the worst decision. Because Aaron Pico lost in his debut too. But Aaron Pico wasn't out there saying that he could beat Sean O'Malley when Sean O'Malley was the champ, you know? Patchy Mix is his own worst enemy because he has a chip on his shoulder when he doesn't deserve it. He did not earn that chip. He really thought all of the wins that he got in Bellator would equal up to something in the UFC, and he was sadly mistaken and then kept being an asshole thereafter. He's one of those dudes that does not allow himself to see reality. Many such cases. Oh, nice. Oh, whoa! It didn't even look like a beanbag. It didn't even seem like a beanbag, but that is a clean beanbag.
Oh, that boy got a beanbag.
Ooh, that's a beanbag.
That is indeed a beanbag, and this is applicable as well. Wow. Show me the... Oh, he's still out. Damn, dude. Foot to temple, indeed, your freedom. Seriously, bro, they cut out the entire rest of the sentence off of that one. Damn. Like I said, it didn't even seem like it was all that, but it really was. I don't even know how it was a delayed reaction. Look, so he hits the kick, bam, and then he sort of like catches himself real quick and then just sort of like falls out. It was like they unplugged the machine. Yeah, for real. Snoozing, bro. Gone till November. Oh, they're stretchering him out. Holy shit, dude. Bro is napping for real. They had to stretcher that man out. Holy shit. That is crazy. Damn. Freedom is right. They're just going to show the replay to the warden. Damn. That is fucking wild, bro. I think that was Pet Moncorn. Ain't no T to that KO. Yo, for real, dude. Bro got hit so hard he didn't even realize he was dead. It really was a delayed reaction. Because he didn't, like, I would have understood it if he had caught himself on the rope. But he literally, like, he got kicked and then he sort of leaned into the rope and then just went limp. Bro better get extra commissary for that, for real, dude. I mean, that is certainly one way to let every other person in the jail know you should not fuck with him. Try to take my cornbread now, bitch. Watch if I don't kick you in the fucking skull. Give that man extra pad thai, for real. I mean, he'll be eating like a king once he gets out, hopefully. I wish they had told us what their crimes were. Well, that is officially our first prisoner versus prisoner fight that we have ever seen on Yama, so a little history made right there. This chick is like, okay, cameraman, you can cut away from me now. Okay, thank you, cameraman. Gooner cameraman, as usual. Why is every cameraman in Thailand a gooner, bro? They always have a way of picking out the ladies. That was at least a good sneaky gooner moment because there was a hot chick on the end, but there were a couple of guys in front of her. Oh, is this part of his sentence, is that he has to go around and thank everybody in the crowd? This is part of the terms of him being on this card. You're going to get the fight. If you win the fight, you also have to go around and shake people's hands in the audience. Yep, you also have to bow to the promoter. Hey, chill out. Hey, chill out, buddy. Yeah. Hopefully he's going to be, hopefully they're going to be reviewing his case. Maybe that counts as like earning him an appeal. This shout out to this announcer, man. This guy has a ton to read every fight. They make this guy do a crazy amount of reading. That notepad is just like filled to the brim with notes. All right. This is Osama Taoud. I think we saw him fight in RWS. He looks familiar at least. Yeah, this is the co-main event here. Crazy. Oh, so yeah, I think that that's what it is. Is like some fights are within a tournament system and other fights are not. So this is part of a tournament here. Our Moroccan friend here, Osama Taoud, 27-11. From Casablanca. That's a city in Morocco. It's also a goated film. If you have never seen Casablanca, do yourself a favor. Go watch one of the best films ever made. And he is fighting Warachaklek. All right. Warachaklek is 75-28-1. Beautiful Muay Thai record there. Did you ever see Iron Lung? No, I have not, but I would like to see it. And I really, I wish that I had seen it in theaters because I definitely would have liked to have supported Markiplier in the fact that he, in his debut had such a success with that. I'm very, very happy that it was successful. I can't vouch for the quality, obviously, never having seen it, but I heard that people really liked it. And for that, I am very happy. And I think that it's a great sign. I mean, really, what we've been seeing now, and it really does my heart good, man, because I'm so tired of the major studio system monopolizing culture the way that they have been. But what we've been seeing now is this groundswell of independent creators, a lot of young people as well, who are making their own films and doing well with them. Breaking the mold, breaking the system a little bit. I love it. I think it's excellent. I love that. Markiplier did that. I think that the Backrooms guy was a YouTuber, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Young kid. And I think the Obsession movie, I believe, is also younger people. There was a movie before that too. I forgot what the name of it is. I wish I can remember. Maybe I'll remember at some point. But it was another one that was made by YouTubers who went pro, and I think it's fantastic. I think it's absolutely fantastic. What I've said a lot about film in the modern era that really makes me sad is that younger people are being denied their own unique culture. If you think about the movies that are coming out on a regular basis, comic book movies, prequels, sequels, remakes, rehashes, it's all properties that are old and they're being remade and retold and re-envisioned and stuff. It's not unique to the new generation. And that to me is a denial of a distinct identity for this up and coming generation of people. So I'm very happy to see that these younger people are breaking out of that cycle and making their own films and, creating, their own visual language, so to speak, because I think it's very important. I feel like my generation kind of got the last of it, which is unfortunate. All right, round one. I'm so glad Project Hail Mary did well, so maybe larger studios will push for more original projects. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, Project Hail Mary is another one that was very, gave me a good feeling about the future. And there are a lot of movies that are still being made. They're just not getting the distribution. They don't get the marketing or the distribution. You really have to go out of your way to find some of these like new independent films that are not the things that I mentioned, sequels, prequels, etc. So it's kind of tough, but there are signs of good things. And yes, Lord and Miller are another great duo. Obviously not YouTubers, of course, but they're another duo that gives me hope for the future. It used to, I mean, Edgar Wright was one of those directors until that fucking Running Man movie that I heard was terrible but did not see. Oh, that was interesting. Osama did a back roll to get out of that. Project Hail Mary is definitely my favorite non-horror movie this year. I got to see that. I did hear that it was really good. Yeah, I have not seen that one. I'm also going to be happy when the wave of biopics stops as well. Because, like, I didn't see the Queen one or the Elton John one. I heard both of those were not great. I did watch the Christy Martin one, thought that was not great. And a lot of these people that are getting biopics that are still alive, it's just like this glorified fucking circle jerk. That definitely was what that fucking Bob Dylan one was. A complete unknown. Fucking hated that movie. So yeah, I also am a champion of original works. And I want more of it. The puppet was done practically. It's so sick. Yeah. I've heard about that too. And that makes me very happy as a person who loves puppetry, of course. So yeah, I definitely have to see that movie. Yes, I have seen Oppenheimer. It was good. I liked Oppenheimer. You know, the only thing I didn't like about Oppenheimer was the score. Not that the score was bad. It's just that the score never fucking stopped. The score was relentless, is what I say about it. It felt like every second was like this dramatic, like tense moment when, it didn't always have to be that. You build, you tension and release, but the score just was like constantly hammering you. But minor nitpick in the big picture. I thought it was very good. It's also why I was very upset that I did not like One Battle After Another. Because Paul Thomas Anderson, another person who's like one of the last original filmmakers out there. And generally, I love his movies. There Will Be Blood is one of like the greatest movies ever made. Boogie Nights, Punch Drunk Love all of those movies. But did not like that one. Backrooms was very good, in my opinion. I think it'll age quite well. Yes, I've heard people are enjoying that one as well. I do need to see that, and I also need to see Obsession. I'll catch both of those when they're out on Watch On Demand. At this point, really, it's like if it's not about fighting, I generally don't see it in theaters. That's why I'm very glad that I went to go to the theater to go see The Furious. Me and Chase doing MMA on film has allowed me to get back to going to the movies, and I like going to the movies. I like seeing movies in movie theaters. Missed Obsession as well, but maybe I'll watch it at some point. Yeah, I'd like to see what all the hype's about. And even if it's not that good, I don't even really care if it's like a groundbreaking film or not. I just care if it's something new and unique to a younger generation of filmmakers. My girlfriend gets me back into theaters to watch movies, so that's my outlet. True. Hell yeah. That's good. Glad that you have a cultured girlfriend who enjoys film. All right, round 2 of this thing. Think round 1. This dude is oh yeah, Warachak Lek. I think he took round 1. Taoud was bleeding out a little bit there. Oh, another delayed reaction. Will Osama be able to get up? All right, he's up. He is up. How long? How long will he be able to survive now that he has been hurt? And make no mistake about it, he is hurt. Oh, clenches up. Smart move. Smart move by Osama there. Oof. Big teep there by Warachak. I mean, Osama's doing a nice job of keeping himself in this fight. Oh, Warachaklek getting a little emoty over here. Yeah, dude, don't emote, bro. Finish the fight. Another kick to the body. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Osama, man. He's still in this thing. Warachaklek just spamming kicks to the body now. There it is. Good land. Oh, jeez. Warachaklek just slammed him. Yeah, he gets a warning about the trip. Warachaklek is fighting mad, bro. Yeah, his face is getting torn up and he's getting fucking beat to shit. Yeah, that was a heavy sweep, bro. He not only swept him, he pushed him on the way down. He fucking thudded on the mat. Or lack thereof. Oh, what? No. Bro, what? Is that a beam? Is that going to be the beanbag? Oh, he did. Damn. He did the fancy jump up. Dude, this guy Osama's a G, bro. Legal because it's cool. Fuck yeah. Damn, shout out to Osama, bro. Still being a fucking Chad, even in defeat over here, as he is getting himself pummeled. But I thought he was out, bro. That was a crazy round. He caught the kick and then got punched in the face as he was holding the kick. Hook right to the eye. Yeah, that's wild. Bro, if Warachaklek can't finish this fucking fight, that's going to be insane to me. I mean, either that's just a testament to how tough our dude Osama Tayoud is, or he just don't have the power for it. But if he has the power to drop him, he needs to be able to finish this thing. This should be over in round 3. He tried to get cheeky with that caught kick and almost got Paul Craig'd. Shout out to the Scottish legend. Yeah, I'm saying it definitely has to be, right? There's no way. There's no way. Smelling salts. Using smelling salts. Smelling salts are just legal. Imagine if we had smelling salts in the UFC. I'm fairly certain that that's a banned substance. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We see them a lot. Yeah, we've seen smelling salts in Thai Fight and in RWS. I mean, I got to believe it's legal because we've seen it multiple times and no one ever says anything about it. But as you said earlier, it could just be legal because it's cool. I love that it's like the rules are just, they're just sort of guidelines. We'd really like if you didn't use smelling salts, but if you're going to do it, just, all right. I'm sorry, I don't want my cornerman saying, smell my finger. At least you know where it's been, in his pocket. All right, round 3. Let's see if our dude Warachaklek can finish this fight. Clinching up here. Yeah. Taoud wants to stay in the clinch. Oof, nice kicks to the body. Big knee on the entry there for Warachaklek. Oh, rope wrap starting to come off for him. Tossed the rope to the corner man and he caught it. Oh, geez, another big land. Bro, he's a sitting duck. Come on, dude. Just keeps getting warned. I love it. The warnings don't mean anything. Stop. Stop it. Hey, stop it. Stop it. How many times are you going to warn him? Taoud's still trying to stay in this fight. Power to him, man. What an absolute legend over here. Oh, jeez. Another huge one to the face, but he catches him. Damn. Taoud catches Warachaklek. Bro, this would be the craziest comeback of all time if he's able to win this fight. He needs the knockout, of course. Oh, taking off the what are those? Not the Praja, right? Or are those that? I think those are that, right? The Praja? The arm wraps? Oof, nice front kick. Heavy teeps coming in. Oh. Come on, man. Warachaklek, how could you almost finish this fight 3 times and not do it, bro? Kick to the body. He must be tired. Still looks pretty fresh, though. Another nice kick to the body. Stop going to the body, dude. Just it's fucking headhunt at this point. All right, that's the fight. Crazy fight. Shout out to Osama Tayoud over here, man. What a legend for not going out in this fight after heavy adversity. I'm so glad I have union class and not work tomorrow. I can sit at a desk for 8 hours, no problem, but working my ass off doing manual labor in 100-degree heat on 4 hours sleep, fuck that. Yeah, that is some wild shit, dude. But yeah, good stuff. I'm in Lethway. In Lethway, if you get KO'd, you still get a count, and I believe sometimes the corners will literally wake fighters up with smelling salts. Yes. Yes, yeah. Lethway is fucking the most brutal shit ever. Lethway is about as close as you're going to get to King of the Streets with like any sort of structure. Yes, hello, Black Chives Matter. As I said, very timely reference in your new name. All right. Warachaklek does indeed win the fight, as you knew he was going to. Yeah, and that is going to take us to the main event of this thing. These are get in, get out when it comes to these cards. New name what? You know exactly what I'm talking about. These are your upcoming fights. How does this guy know? I don't know, because it's always 3 words with periods in between them. You have a pattern, sir. And there are always some kind of play on words to varying degrees of funniness. What are those? What was that an advertisement for? Those things in pouches. I'm creeped out because I didn't even recognize that about myself. Always paying attention, brother. It is my job. I watch over the chat, just like Michael, the patron saint. Shout out to Michael always, by the way. Feel like it's an MSG? It might be. It might be. That's a big ass bag of MSG. MSG, delicious, by the way. Always add MSG if you can. Don't believe the horse shit. That fucking bullshit campaign back in the 90s to try to limit MSG. MSG is fucking delicious. Delicious. Hell yeah. Shout out to Joseph Grabani, our American king in Thailand. He's out there repping for us.
America, fuck yeah!
Oh, another inmate fighter on the upcoming Thai fight. Okay. And shout out to Thai Fight, man. They're doing it big for the prisoners. Wonder why they start their events at 6:20. Hell yeah, Wes. Land of the free, home of the brave, baby. All right, Giannis Kasem. Believe we've seen him fight before. Who is your most favorite fighter? You mean currently fighting or of all time? I mean, currently, and who I probably would say is my at least close enough to all-time favorite, probably be Max Holloway. But I like fighters who are guys who don't talk a lot of shit and then go out there and fight their hardest. That's what I like in a fighter. So I would say for the longest time, Clay Guida was my favorite fighter. Darren Elkins would be on that list somewhere. Do Ho Choi, another one of my all-time favorites. Cub Swanson, also on the list for sure. Who else? Royval. Brendan Royval, I'd say, would be one of my favorites. GSP, up there for sure. Yeah. So, of those, I mean, that's the type of fighter at least. But I mean, it's like you watch the sport for so long and there are so many fighters that it's hard to pick just one. But for the longest time, I always said Clay Guida was my favorite fighter. So if I had to choose just one, there you go. Clay Guida. How about that street fighter type of fella? I think he went by the name of Southcut, something like that. Yes. Sure. Sure. You can put Sage on the list somewhere. Hell yeah. How about Chael? I mean, Chael's my favorite for a different reason. Chael is the greatest trash talker of all time. He's the most entertaining on the mic for sure. Most entertaining on the mic goes Chael number 1, Connor number 2, everybody else. I guess if you want to have a number 3, Drekus. Chael, Connor, Drekus, rest of the list. Clay Guida been trying to steal Rampage Jackson's girls? What? Is that some lore that I don't know about? What's that about? There were some years where his father didn't even make $100,000 a year. Exactly. And sure they had it made, sure they had it made, but only, they're sure they had a made, but only came twice a week. Who do you think had to fold the clothes the rest of the week? Exactly. The mean streets of West Lynn, bro. His neighbors were twins for their 16th birthday. They got a Mercedes, but just one. They had to share that car. Who's going to drive today? I had to see these things. Exactly. Chael, the man always. And now he just gets to talk absolute gibberish nonsense. Shout out to him, you know? He made a little cottage industry out of talking shit. All right, our main event of the evening is underway here. Yadkompatak versus Giannis. On the Jackson podcast, Rampage was rolling about how much he hates Guida because he apparently tried to steal his girl in the past. Based Clay. Shout out to Clay Guida. I want to believe that he succeeded. Oof. Giannis with the nice body kick there. Low kick for Giannis. Yadkompatak needs to get into this fight. Damn, Giannis is fucking massive compared to Yadkompatak. But look at this height difference. Holy shit. How are they in the same weight class? Exactly, Wes. Yes, indeed. You know something else that Chael saw in West Lynn? Fraud. That's something he saw because he was doing it. Uncle Chael is no saint, man. Uncle Chael has had a little bit of a checkered criminal history. There's also, of course, the hallway incident, which I did an entire video about. If you are not aware, go back on the channel and look that up. Oh, brother, way ahead of you, bro.
Well, no.
I can't let you get close.
All right, not the greatest round in that fight for our main event. Hopefully a turn up in round 2. Somebody go back and tell me what that girl's shirt said. It said, sorry, I'm something. Sorry, I can't something. Doom, 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 doom. All right, let's see if this thing turns up in round 2. About to get started on that. All right. He beat the case, though? True. I think he settled one of them. There were 2. There was one involving the home renovation service. Him and his mother. His mother was involved in that, too, by the way. There was that one, and then there was the one involving the pizza parlor. And that one is the one that I think he was able to figure out outside of court, I believe. For the types of crimes that MMA fighters usually commit, I will take bank fraud every single day of the week. That is big facts. That is the biggest of facts for sure.
You are correct, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Comparatively, Chael's crimes are minuscule. Knowing what we know. 1-on-1, 2-on-1, or 5-on-1, I'll make sure they all need 911. That's right. The man of the hour, too sweet to be sour. Man, this is like a weak fight compared to the other fights that we've had on this card. This is kind of a letdown. Tell me another Jackal story. I've heard that one before.
Tell another Jackal story. That was good work by you.
And Chael might have the most drops on the board. Yeah, that was a great Tito moment right there. It was never no marriage. Great comeback, Tito. And you know that Chael thought about that line too. You know that Chael thought about it beforehand, and he had to say to himself, well, they're not currently married, so it's probably not too over the line. Even though it certainly would feel that that would be over the line. But you got to believe that Chael sat there and he weighed the options and was like, well, they're not married currently, so maybe he hates her enough too that it's not going to be like a, you know, something that he's going to be like thinking that I went too far with. Yeah, this fight kind of sucks right now, to be perfectly honest. This compared to the other fights on this card, this is definitely the weakest one we've seen. Goddamn, the fucking prisoners fight was better than this. Leave his mom out of this? I mean...
Don't you ever talk about my fucking mom!
Sorry. Yeah, sorry for not being talkative. I promise something. What did her shirt say? Somebody go back and pause it and tell me what the shirt said. All right, round 3. I think this is a 5-rounder. Oh, no, it's not. It's a 3-round. Damn, this is a 3-round fight? And those first 2 rounds sucked that bad? Oh, uh-oh. You had comp attack. Turn it up. Trying to make this an actual good fight. Oh, Giannis getting touched. Go, Yud comp attack. Oh, Giannis trying to fire back. Giannis clinches up. He don't want to let go of that clinch for nothing. Oh, big shot to the body for Yud comp attack. Oh, another clinch. Bro, you had comp attack. Why are you clinching? Bro, you nearly finished him. Allowing him to regen. Oh, big kick to the body. You had comp attack. Again with the clinch, man. Just when they were having flecks of excitement in this fight, and then they just yanked the chain back. Damn, that was a crazy teep right there. Put his whole body into that teep. All right, nice body kicks for Yud Kompatak. I think he's going to lose this fight 2-1. Actually, no. I take that back, actually. I think he won round 1. Yeah, running down the seconds at this point, indeed. So the guy on the horn, you know, when they're playing the music, does he just like freestyle all that? He just kind of picks out whatever he wants to play, sort of improvising. I gotta believe, right? There's no like set musical pattern for this. All right, that'll do it. That was certainly the weakest fight that we had on the card. We'll get our winner here, and then we will call it an evening for Muay Thai Sunday. This was actually a good card overall. It sucks that it ended on a little bit of a sour note, but still good. We still saw a lot of knockouts. All right, see you later, announcers. Announcers get to leave before they announce the winner. The announcers were just like, all right, see you next week. We're out of here. All right. Yad Kompatak does indeed win the fight. I think they might judge as a whole in Thai fight. I don't know if they go round by round. Shout out to Azuzu. Shout out to Hitachi Construction Machinery and Landcross, Bangkok Airways. Shouting out all the sponsors. Beta Grow, whatever that is. Emson. And Leadway. All right. Wave of the microphone. And we get to hear the goated theme song as we end this thing. Do jail being on the Dan Lebitard show and Dan bringing up his quote? What? Wes, you're drunk. Recognizing that he was one word off on the quote, so he immediately had the wherewithal to, on the fly, say that quote once again, and I challenge you to play it right now in front of me. What? I don't know I don't think I've seen that interview. It's Chael on the Dan Lebitard show. And Dan right after, okay, so after Chael, Dan right after Chael left the segment went, well, he got me apparently. I was one word off. He actually said, tell Anderson Silva I'm going to break down his back door, have his wife make me a steak medium rare just the way I like. Okay. Well, good for him. Good for Chael, standing up for getting his quote right. Oh, yes, and we also get the promo for the Thai Fight Hotel. I must stay at the Thai Fight Hotel. Looks nice. Is the Thai Fight Hotel in Bangkok? Hell yeah. Let's see. I wanted to look it up. Thai Fight Hotel. It is in Lamai Beach, Maret, Surat Thani, Thailand. How far from Bangkok is that? Let's see. That to Bangkok. Oh, fuck no. That's way far away. Damn it. And where's Rajadamnern Stadium? That's in Bangkok? Let's see. Rajadamnern. Yeah, there we go. No, okay, that is in Bangkok. All right, well, then there's probably a very, very little chance I'll be staying at the Thai Fight Hotel, unfortunately. Chael said he was going to have Anderson's wife make him a medium rare steak just the way he likes it, and Dan brought up that quote on the show, but he misquoted it by one word, so Chael immediately said on the fly that quote was never once said. I challenge you to play it right now. And as soon as Chael left, Dan had the clip, and he apologized and said, man, Chael is pretty smart. I misquoted it by one word. That's the kind of guy Chael is. Chael has the answers, just like Quill and Salkild had the answers. And that is going to bring us to the end of the broadcast for Thai Fight 109. That was fun. That was a good one. That was pretty enjoyable. I like that card. Unfortunately, the main event was a little weak, but that is how that goes sometimes. Undercard made up for it, and it was good. Nice way to have a nice leisurely Muay Thai Sunday. So, as always, I appreciate you guys. Turn the timer off here. Of course, tomorrow, podcast, last week's fights, still going strong. We are going to be going over each and every fight from UFC Vegas 120 in the new and improved Apex. So, don't miss that. 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Myself and Chase Parton will be breaking down each and every fight from the card. Tuesday is the start of the Contender Series. Of course, you know that this is a holiday around these parts. We are very excited about this. So that is at 7 o'clock p.m. is when the Contender Series starts. So we're going to do Contender Series first, and then we will do the new episode of Tough after that. So we will start with the Contender Series. That usually runs, I believe, 3 hours, or something like that. 2.5 to 3 hours. So we'll do Contender Series at 7, and then we will do the Ultimate Fighter right after that. So we'll do that all in one stream. And yeah, I mean, more stuff coming this week, I'm sure. Don't know exactly what it's going to be yet, but we'll see if we can get a free-for-all going, perhaps. Always keep an eye out for all of the new clips that are coming out on social media at Yama Show on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and on TikTok now. So make sure you're followed on all of those platforms. New stuff coming out almost on a daily basis at this point, which is great. Thank you for liking and sharing and doing all of that stuff. Yamashow.com for all of your merchandise needs. You know, you got to listen to the man. Suck my balls and buy things from me. I mean, he's telling you to, not me. So, Yamashow.com for all of your merchandise needs. Of course, shout out to Wes, who has just been featured on the Yama Instagram for making his purchase. We appreciate you, Wes. And that's going to about do it. So, of course, I think Wednesday I'm probably taking a night off from streaming. I've been streaming every day for, I think, the last like 10 or 12 days. So, we will see how this week goes. But either way, you know that there's always more around the corner. So, I will see you very soon. Have a great rest of your night, a great rest of your weekend. And as always, fight on.
Game.